భారత అంతరిక్ష పరిశోధనా సంస్థ ఇస్రో మొట్టమొదటి ప్రైవేట్ రాకెట్ ప్రయోగం విజయవంతమైంది. హైదరాబాద్కు చెందిన స్కై రూట్ ఏరోస్పేస్ రూపొందించిన విక్రమ్ ఎస్ రాకెట్ ను ఈ రోజు శ్రీహరికోట అంతరిక్ష పరిశోధనా కేంద్రం నుంచి ప్రయోగించారు. ఈ ప్రయోగం విజయవంతమవడంతో కక్షలోకి ప్రవేశపెట్టిన శాస్త్రవేత్తలు ఆనందోత్సాహాలతో మునిగి తేలారు.
At the successful launch, I said this is a new beginning, a new dawn, and indeed as these two boys have named it, a new Prarambh in India's space journey. And I think my first thought is to thank the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for having made this possible by opening up the India space sector to public-private participation. I think you would appreciate if you recall that we never lagged in passion or potential as far as our capabilities are concerned. When Vikram Sarabhai began this space program, assisted by Satish Dhawan and others, they started from such a primitive state, so many constraints, and that was a time when then Soviet Union and America were already on the verge of landing on the surface of moon, but still these two young scientists have stars in their eyes. The passion was so much that they were carrying the launcher on the carrier of the bicycle, and I think their dream has been redeemed by Prime Minister Modi by giving a full play to the potential of the passion, potential, capacity represented by two gentlemen, two young guys seated on both sides of me, Pawan and Bharat, the co-founders of Team Sky Root. And to that extent, I think this is also a turning point for the startup movement of India, which was also given an impetus by none other than Prime Minister Modi, who spoke from the ramparts of Red Fort on the 15th of August 2015, when he said, "Stand up India, start up India." And from a mere 350, today we have crossed a figure of 80,000. We rank number 3 in the startup ecosystem. And with the space program also having now come into the exploration by the startups, I think this is also a beginning of a major step in building up India's own startup ecosystem on the one hand, which stands number 3 in the world, and a space ecosystem on the other hand. So I think, as Pawan was mentioning, on the one hand we have a healthy integration of private public sector in the sense Isro and the industry. On the other hand, we have startup ecosystem contributing to space ecosystem of India. And as Prime Minister often puts, the next 25 years being very significant when
our first Rohini founding rocket was launched 21st of November 1967, and today we are starting a similar journey. The difference is this time it is the private sector that is doing it, and that time it was Isro on the other hand. And Isro has taken this space journey up to this point for the last 55-60 years, and now the vendor is the private sector to repeat the history of what Isro has done for the Indian space. It is indeed a small step towards fulfilling the vision that our Honorable Prime Minister. It is a small step towards fulfilling the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister for the space sector, but it is a giant leap for the Indian private sector towards demonstrating its capability for space, for playing a major role in this space.
I think we are all very proud and happy about you for your great success today. This was a dream of these young people to have their own rocket launcher, putting their own satellite in space. Everybody hopes that this will be a difficult journey and they won't make substantial progress, and all of us are now proved wrong by their determined efforts.
No, but we are celebrating for having proved wrong.
Yes, sir.
The rare occasion when we are happy that we have been proved wrong.
So this is something they were struggling to get it done. They were finding it extremely difficult to organize around their work, and just it happened. Our Honorable Prime Minister understood this, the need of the hour, and have decided that we need to open up the space sector to enable these people to make it happen. And this momentous decision is what changes the course of history. I think in every course of history we will see such things happening. And today we are witnessing a small event today, but it has repercussions in the years to come. And I am very happy. Department of Space, through its arms of Isro, ENSIL and Space, will enable this change to happen. This is for the nation. This is for the entire space ecosystem of this country that we need the National Space Agency, ISRO, along with the entire industrial development R&D ecosystem in space sector to come together to grow our space economy much bigger than that we have today. To accomplish that, we need people like Bharat and Pawan to dream and do things differently than we have been doing so far. And this is happening today. Though this today, the Bharat rocket has gone only to 88 or 89 kilometers, and I'm sure it will go further. It will climb much higher. It will give much higher velocities to the satellites that they have planning in the future. And they will put India's private launch satellite soon in space in few months. I am very sure about it. And this is a demonstration of their confidence and determination, and also all the people who supported them in various ways. And I want to tell you that it is coming to various sector of people, the investors that they have, the confidence that a lot of people have in their vision and dream, the support that ISRO and InSpace gave them to enable the journey to become easier for them in the last few months after this maybe the post-COVID time that we were able to enable this, and all of the knowledge of the many people who have burned their fingers through the rocket technology, and all that together this event is happening, and we are determined to support them to go further outside ISRO, and which will be supported by government for development, funding, and then taking to next level. So this includes most of them are connected to space and how it will feed into our strategies. It's already started. The whole idea of opening up is to expand the scale of economy of space activities.
It is just the other way around. It is just the other way around. It will supplement ISRO's capacities. Because we have certain limitations. Same way we have also started joint ventures in atomic energy, for the time being limited to PSUs. So I think this is one new initiative done by Prime Minister Modi.
And we should also draw parallel from what has happened in other parts of the world. Almost everywhere, the space agencies of the country are working closely with the private sector, and a lot of the commercial activity is done by the private sector, even R&D is being done by the private sector. India, in some sense, has been a little late in bringing private sector into this space, and that's what we have been doing. And I'm sure India will catch up very quickly.
I mean to say the burden that ISRO had in terms of small missions and all that.
That small is not important. What is most important is what is innovative and what is traditional. What we through this process, what we are trying to bring out is innovation into the ecosystem. The way things are done are brand new. We look at how things can be done at low cost, how to bring in newer technology, how to do it faster. So if somebody is able to do it faster and better and efficient, will you not encourage? So if it is done by ISRO or is it done by startup or companies outside, it doesn't really matter.
And I would like to share our journey of Skyroot. In fact, we started 4 years ago, and when we started, there was no policy. That time we never knew whether we can launch our own rockets. We took that leap of faith, took that entrepreneurial spirit, and said, Startup India is picking up. And the Prime Minister himself is encouraging startups, and startup has become a very common word across the country, very proud word across the country, which was not there before. So that really inspired us, Startup India movement inspired us. We started off in 2018. Just within a couple of years, the policy has come out to open up space sector to private players. And then I think we got the biggest support from ISRO and InSpace, without which nothing of this sort can happen in the country, because in fact the cutting-edge technology, cutting-edge infrastructure in the world exists in India at ISRO, which we all are enabled by. And in fact, when we started off, a lot of people said we can never launch a private rocket from India. A lot of people said this is very deep technology, rocket science is rocket science. And in fact, I was very proud to say today, in this moment, we achieved this great milestone, reach space in the first attempt, in the very expected output in the country. And also I would like to thank Isro for offering all the support, especially SDSC Shah. In fact, 50% of this mission today, in fact, is a credit of SDSC Shah. The kind of infrastructure they provided for this launch is seamless. And also like Chairman Isro, Dr. Somnath has always been encouraging since the day one